Let me go to the I want the best of that. Let me call you.
People never run.
Billy, what's up? What's
Just
up?
can you hear me?
What about Billy Easy? That
You can hear you, Abdullah, but there's a background noise.
I'm sorry about that. So I think we are free on the call. Let's wait for some minutes before we start the stand-up. But while waiting for others, as I've said yesterday, that today's stand-up is presented by is organized by you guys. So it means you have to nominate who is going to be the stand-up before we start.
If they want to continue, they can continue. I've been looking for
So Fish, you said you can hear me.
If it's possible,
You can hardly hear you. There's a background voice.
Oh, sorry about that.
I apologize.
Hi everyone. I had to drop in and so make sure that things go smoothly. So sorry for Abdullah's background noise. So what I know is that today's stand-up is gonna be led by you guys. So I hope you have a topic to discuss and you have someone already in case that is gonna be the lead. So please confirm if that's true, so we can of course go on. But as before waiting for the confirmation, I will of course start by two announcements. The first announcement is you saw my message on Slack regarding the non-disclosure agreement you signed. So we had communication from Adrudio, our client, that you worked, remember, a challenge of week 11. So let's make sure that we are not sharing publicly data of that challenge because it will destroy our relationship with the client. So please confirm to me if you have corrected that, if you have deleted data that you posted, or any insights from the challenge. So I mentioned two action steps. The one is to replace Adrudio with AdTech client. So another one is to make sure that the insights that you're displaying on your Medium blog posts or other LinkedIn posts are not really there. So you can either delete them because this is a real project and you don't have to share the data publicly. So another one is where we are preparing for graduation, and not to make the graduation very memorable, we need some performances. Either we know you guys have talents, but it's okay. It doesn't need to be like perfect one. But if you know to play piano, you know to play guitar, you can do poems, please reach out to me or Emilian inbox so we can add you to the private group or private channel where we are doing preparations on that. So I guess that's clear. So I can come to the stand-up, but before that, let me know if someone from Pen Academy has any announcement. Emilian, Abdullah, any tutor on the call?
Yeah, I have an announcement.
Okay.
So can you hear me clearly now?
Now it's better.
All right, thank you. So last week I sent a form to the broadcast channel to nominate a 10 Academy Team Award. So we have like 32 trainees and just 15 have responded to the form. Please, I will send the link again to the broadcast channel. Please, let's try to fill the form. It won't take long. So just for the preparation of the graduation. So that's the update from my end.
I think I have an announcement as well.
Great.
Can I be?
Yeah, please.
All right, thank you. So my announcement is the video. The video we asked you guys, the 10 Academy Experience video. I've seen just few people have submitted. So if you know you have not submitted, I think I know only 1 or 2 people that extended their deadline for today. So you still need to upload your video. Please take it. Doesn't matter like how your camera is. People are complaining about camera. Just take it. We see how we can do edits, right? So today by maybe by noon, that's the deadline, the final deadline. So if you haven't submitted the video, please do that because we need everyone's video, right? I will share the drive again, the link to the drive. Please share the video, right? Try to answer questions. It doesn't matter like how maybe a video how long it is or how short it is. Just submit your video, right? Thank you.
Maybe can you shed more light? If did you communicate the purpose of the video?
Yeah, sure. The purpose of the video we're going to make it's going to be used during graduation ceremony, of course. So you guys have to answer those questions. It's about your experience, and we'll be showcasing all your experiences during graduation ceremony. Yeah, I think I shared everything on Slack.
Great. Hope they're going to do that. And yeah, it's part of the graduation. So we have like a playback video. Yeah, that shows how training was, your experience, few lines from one person. So we don't have to show like to have video including only 4 people out of 32. It will be great to have like 3 minute video, but almost everyone is there. So can speak just one line and share some experience from the training. That's why we are looking for that video. I hope this makes it clear, and you guys can of course spare a moment in your busy schedule to just do that. So another one I guess is the information about your profile. So I sent you the form, but I have many people have completed it, but if you haven't, please do it because it's very essential to have a complete portfolio upon your graduation. So also if you have received a comment or feedback from Abdullah regarding your image or photos that you shared, or when if the link you shared to the photo is not accessible, please do fix it. So I guess we can kick off with the stand-up. Who is going to be the lead? Who is volunteering? Abdullah. I guess this is by 10 Academy trainees, right?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So, as I said yesterday, that today's stand-up will be led by trainings. So, and I expect you should have decided on the person that's going to lead this session, and also conclude on the topic of discussion yesterday. So, just nominate since you haven't done that. So, kindly nominate who you wish to lead this stand-up. And also, when you decide on who's going to lead, you pick the topic or the topic of discussion. So Amanda said fish. So who else? Try to normally have just 2 minutes or 1 minute just to decide who is going to lead the session. Please let's put our suggestion on the chat. And then I said fish. So all right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, please keep sending your suggestions. Okay, so we're having fish, Natsnaye, Okay, let me do my count. For fish, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think we have two major guys here. We have fish and Melese. So, in my own opinion, fish can be the lead, then Melissa can be the backup. So I will leave the microphone to Fish and Melissa. So you guys should decide on the topic you want to discuss on, and don't forget we are constrained by time. So even we are already late, so let's ensure we keep to time. So Fish, please, over to you.
Hi everybody. Can you hear me?
Hi, we can hear you.
Okay, great. So I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but just to have something to talk about, maybe we can start by how you guys actually approached choosing which week's project you managed to choose for this week's tasks, and why you actually took that approach. Maybe Nathaniel Melissa, I can start with you. Or Amanil, maybe. I will go over everybody, but I just randomly let's start from Nathaniel Melissa, which is obviously not random.
Okay. Good morning, guys. From the project that I chose to polish, it was a refund one, the Ethereum refund. Chose that one. Just because like I feel like I can really improve it, and I think it's somehow easier to deploy than the other app, than the other projects we have done. Yeah, I feel just like that, and somehow like I can polish like every part of it, since it has an app and a website, and also it has a smart contract. I can somehow get to work on all those three things at the same time. So that's why I chose the Ethereum one. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, that's great, Nadik. So I assume you chose the Web3 web track.
Not exactly, but I just want to polish this one. It wasn't related to my track. I chose ML, but polishing the ML, I feel like I'm gonna need some more time. So within a week, I can really polish and deploy this one. That's why I chose it.
Great. I think that's a very nice way of approaching things. So anybody else who wanna go next? I personally can go, but let's just have like two or okay. Amanil, great.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, Amanil.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I opted for week 5's project, building our first data warehouse using dbt and Airflow, and I chose that because I wasn't feeling very much well then, and I couldn't finish it the way I should have. So I wanted to. I don't even have a final submission, so I wanted to finish it and make a somehow complete repository. So that's why I chose it. That's why I chose the week 5's project.
Great, really nice. I'm sorry to hear that you were sick at week 5. Yeah, and well, can you tell us what your track is?
I pursued for the data engineering track, but
So
I
that's
think we all should somehow be versatile. We all should have versatile skills, and whatever job we are presented with among the 3 tracks, I mean, we should be able to at least moderately perform all the tasks. But to be specific, I opted for the data engineering track. And of course, week 5's
okay.
project
Actually,
is directly that.
Yeah. So that's going to help you really for the track, right? That's nice.
Yeah. Sure.
And after we maybe kind of touched on the whole approach thing for this week, maybe Emmanuel's point is really nice to talk about, since we're kind of finishing this training and we're approaching the job searching phase. I don't know what you guys think, but we can take like 5 minutes or something close to 5 minutes and talk about how we can concentrate and maybe choose which track. I mean, we already chose track, but the versatility, and the thing Emmanuel really said about is something worth considering. Personally, for me, I think, yeah, okay. Let's come back to that. Maybe there were some hands raised. Yeah, John Rose. Sorry
Hello,
if
good
I
morning.
mispronounced your name.
It's
Hi.
okay. You are okay. So picking that project was okay. It wasn't easy for me picking the project to continue with. There were a lot, and selecting the right one was tough. I think I even submitted past the deadline. So my project ended up choosing the same one as Emmanuel, building a data warehouse tech stack. It aligns with my field, data engineering. Last time, I think, understanding the concept was the toughest part. So I kind of froze when I was doing the challenge. And this time I'm ready. Yeah, thanks.
Great. So, how did you actually plan it? I mean, do you have like this detailed plans on what to do next, or did you just choose this project in order to enhance your data engineering skills? Can you just tell us a little more about the way you are going to implement it this week?
So I'm going to focus on DBT mostly. It's a transformation tool, and honestly, last time I didn't know how it even works. So Airflow, I've gotten a hang of it, and the databases. DBT will be the mountain to climb for me.
Great. See, I think this week's task is actually nice because it actually gives us the time to really understand and observe the tools and whatever thing we are interested in doing, right? So in that regard, I also think it's nice. So let's go to Johannes and then Mohammed, and we can address Andimet.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Johannes. How are you?
I'm fine, and surprisingly, I do choose also the week 5 as Emmanuel and Generous. The reason that I chose the week 5 project is because I didn't finish it. I mean, I wrote the code, but I do counter an error just the day we're supposed to submit it. Yeah, I remember that I do ask for help, and the Gaga has helped me. Yet still, I didn't fix it. So that's one reason to finish it. And then I do find it an just easy introduction, as I am just beginner to the data engineering track, even though I chose it just, but I have no idea regarding the tools. So I thought this is the best chance to read about data engineering. That I just considered it as a best introduction. So for those main reasons, I do choose it, and I have planned it to execute my plan as just first thing first. I have to install all the libraries and tools. I mean, from the beginning, just because there was some problems back then. So I want to make sure that everything is working, and then from that on, I can just build on and fix the problem I was encountering. If I do manage to fix it in time, my plan is to extend it a little bit, just reading it further. That's how I plan it. Hopefully, I will manage to do. I will manage to execute my plan. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks, thank you, Johannes. That's really nice. And yeah, actually, maybe can you tell us which operating system you are using? Are you on Windows or Linux
No,
or
I am
Mac?
currently in Linux. I'm in Linux, yeah, Ubuntu distro. Yeah, that was the main thing. Yeah, I was just one time I was using the Postgres database from the Docker, and the other time from the install into my local machine. So that there was some confusion. So that's one thing that I
Yeah,
have to clear now. That's one thing. So if I manage to fix that, I think I do have wrote most of the code. So just that's it. That's the beginning point.
okay, okay, that's nice. That's actually nice. And I can see there's this recurring pattern for data engineering. I think week five's task is being chosen like now at least 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. And maybe Ten
Yeah,
Academy
you're right.
can also, yeah, okay, thanks. Maybe Ten Academy can also take notice and maybe, since most of us didn't complete that task, and this can be actually a good input to Ten Academy also in order to provide the task for next batches. So yeah, great. Mohammed, we can go to you.
Yes, morning.
Good morning,
I
Mohammed.
hope
How are you?
I'm doing good. Actually, took my cup of coffee and I'm ready to fight for the day.
Great.
So, yes, I will be choosing the GoCada project because I wasn't able to do it on week 9, I think. Yes, because I had some hardship at that time, but I think I could do it now. So basically, I chose the data engineering track. So yes, that was my project for the week.
Great, great, nice. Gokada, I remember it was a really interesting challenge. And can you tell us why you actually chose Gokada? Maybe there's something you want to add, something about the tools, why you actually approach this in this way?
Yes, yes. So at the first place, I didn't get the chance to work on the project, and I want to retake it again and to perform or to do my best on it. The second thing is Gokada is like a real world company that have real data, and I want to. It's kind of for me. It's kind of the projects that like I can't describe it now, but I think it's really make me have a hands-on experience on the real-world jobs, and maybe I could end up working on a delivery company. So I took that project, or that week project, because I think I could apply for startups that work on the delivery, and I could approach to them that I have worked on this project and I have done this and this. So I think the startup, the sector of delivery in the startup ecosystem is growing rapidly. So, and I think that the they stand on the data more than everything else to develop and to make their services at a good quality. So I think that there are more jobs will be opened in the delivery sector. So by that, I want to develop my skills working on real world project for a real world company.
Okay, nice. That's actually a nice approach. And you know, one thing I also noticed is these delivery companies are skyrocketing in our country also, and maybe this trend is going to last for at least a couple of, I don't want to call times, but I think it's really going to be, yeah, it's going to take off. So I didn't want to interrupt Mohammed, but I saw Ten Academy raise a hand. Maybe if that's something you want to add, I'm sorry to, yeah, you can take the floor.
To interrupt. So I was not paying much attention on the discussion. I had that 10 Academy needs to note something as a feedback for the future batch. If you can remind me on that, we can note that down. Would be great.
Yeah, so we just observed a recurring pattern where trainees are actually choosing four trainees actually chose this week 5's project, and maybe this can be something related to, you know, random things, or maybe some trainees didn't actually feel well on that week, but maybe the challenge was actually challenging and really tough. So maybe this can be like a simple input, and maybe, yeah, if that makes sense, right? We just saw people are actually 4 people or 5 people are actually choosing the week 5's task. So just to make a simple note, that's it.
Okay, means from the insights, week 5 has been chosen as
Yes,
challenge to redo, to work on.
yeah. So maybe the reason
I got
is
that.
we don't know the reason. It may be random, but it may also be related to the challenge document. So just to give a quick highlight, that's all.
Okay, thanks.
Great. And the next?
Sorry, I was on mute. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning.
Am I audible?
How are you? Yeah,
I'm good.
we can hear you loud and clear.
Good. So for this project, like the project I selected to publish is what week was it? It was, I think, week 3 project, the pharmaceutical sales prediction project. I think it's week 3 project, right? Week 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So anyhow,
yeah. I think it's week 3.
Yeah. So that's the one I chose to publish because back then I haven't grasped like the very different like topics. I think that project is the first project that we're introduced to deep learning, I guess. So I haven't done the deep learning part of it. So I want to polish and work on that specific task.
And there's also like, there are also like some like unfinished tasks here and there. So I want to clean that up and like work on it. Since I've selected the machine learning path, it has some machine learning and deep learning tasks in it. So it would be like very good opportunity to go back and even like read up on some of the resources that I didn't have the time to like read. So that's why I chose that one. But like after I heard Nathaniel like chose the Web3 project, I'm now tempted to like to like polish that as well, because like it's so interesting. I think it was like interesting project for me. So I also want to work on that. Maybe I'll work on that later after like I finish this one. But like this is the project that I select to polish, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Nice, really nice update. Thank you. So maybe you can also choose the refund by location for the 3 presentations we have next week. So maybe guys, we can also talk about that, which projects you use. So it's going to be short presentation, about 7 minutes, which means if we distribute it equally, it means a little more than 2 minutes for each projects, right? For each tracks project. So any insights on that? Anything you want to add? But before we go to that, maybe somebody, yeah, okay, go on, Andres.
Okay, for that, I would love to like finish up some of the tasks that I didn't quite finish. If I manage to do that by then, like I would love to like also present that as well, because yeah, that's also like very interesting project. Yeah, so I'll try to do that as well. Yeah. So like it is going to be on like Wednesday, right? So the presentation next week. I think like we
I
have
don't
to
really
present
think
to
deadline. Sorry?
we're going to like present 3 projects from each like fields, right? Like disciplines, I think,
Yeah,
from ML
that is
engineering.
exactly how
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly how I understood it. And the
Yeah.
overall time we are given is 10 minutes, including question and
Yeah.
answer. So
Yeah. Yeah, I
so
could, I
one
will
thing I
consider
wanted
like
to
to show at least the demo if I could, to focus on the demo rather than like the presentations, because like we have very little time to like go through slides and describe in great depth. So maybe like focusing on demos and briefly like talking about the business objective of like each project would help, I guess, to manage our time.
yeah, that's nice. Yes, really nice. So yeah, also one thing I wanted to add on this point is um, there was a presentation, and the thing that caught the person's eye, or the thing he focused on was not the technical thing we did, or the each and every code. That really that matters at the end of the day. Your code is what is going to be the product, whether it's you are in data engineering, machine learning, or Web3. But the thing I took out from that presentation was the person finally gave us this feedback, and the feedback was, don't get too much bothered on the code part. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, but when you present something to somebody, the thing he said was like really focus on where this can be implemented, right? So how can you sell this? How can you market this? Again, I'm not trying to change the subject or anything about the technical part. At the end of the day, we are technical guys. But when you present something, when you present your technical presentation to somebody, make sure to include where this can be applicable, right? So 1 or 2 points here and there you can mention, like this can be applicable in this way, and maybe this can be taken and integrated with this. And yeah, that's just one thing I learned, so I just wanted to share that. Anybody else who want to go next about the polishing project or the presentations, the next week presentations, or even say something about the capstone project? The capstone project, I think, failed. I don't want to say failed, but wasn't as taken as seriously as 10 Academy wanted for last batches. So maybe if somebody want to say something about that in collaboration work, because as the Ababar said, this can really be big, and this can also really be small based on the attention and focus we give it. So we can do it individually, we can do it in a group. So maybe if there are some trainees in here that have related interests, so we can actually link up, meet, talk about it, discuss more about it, and start doing the project. And I really think this is going to be a good thing given the attention and detail we actually talk about. Yeah, great. Nathaniel?
Okay, I just want to add a few things like about the capstone project. I think
Yeah, please.
the problem here is like especially on like on young ones, like similar to our age. Is like we have a lot of great ideas, but I don't think we have like we don't put the effort to actually put that on the ground and start working on it. So like I have like this quote like that makes me like want to do something about the ideas I have, and that might help somebody here. So like every idea we have, like each of us, especially in the 21st century, we don't actually generate new ideas. Like somebody thought about that idea at some point in time, in their life. Somebody will have that idea, even if they don't encounter like the actual idea. Even if they don't know about it, in the future they might have the idea. So the actual way to solve this issue is actually implement your idea. Like try to somehow put an effort and get it to the ground. So everybody has an idea. Like the problem here is like to implement your idea, and so that is the real big deal, like implementing the idea. Since everybody will have an idea at some point, everybody will have a great invention in our minds, right? Like, but if we actually make an effort to make it real, what is the point of that idea? Like, if it's in our head, it's in our head. It won't help anybody. It won't make a difference. It won't make a difference to our country. It won't make a difference to our continent, and it won't make a difference in the world. So I think trying actually, we might not be successful, or we might not finish the project, or we might not fully implement our idea, but actually trying and starting to implement the idea is the first and the biggest step. And actually, like thinking about like taking the small steps rather than thinking about the larger tasks. We just actually do it step by step, like one step at a time. I just want to add this. Thank you.
That is actually really nice, to be honest. Yeah, right? There's this expression I really love, works and not words, right? So yeah, really, that's very nice concept. So maybe if we can actually take it seriously and maybe start doing something, it might not be great, but starting at the main point as nothing else. Thank you. This kind of interactive session for us. So anybody else? I see Andernet raised your hand. So yeah, you can go.
Oh yeah, I just want to like emphasize Nati's like insights. That's very true. Like I couldn't agree more because uh yeah, ideas are cheap, but like the implementations are very like expensive things. So actually working our on our like ideas is very much important than like having the idea and sit on it. So uh personally, like I want to share my personal experience. Like I've had lots and lots of like ideas, project ideas, like some of them like written, some of them like just in my head. But I would say like I haven't like implemented much of them, like really. So it is better to work on like one of your ideas than just sit and like think of it over and over again, because like we tend to overthink about that idea and like we want to perfect everything, and sometimes we feel like we don't have the expertise or the knowledge to actually implement that project. But it doesn't really matter. What matters is that like starting the project, that's all that matters, because once we start, everything just will come to like to come together. Like everything will like take their part to make the project, to our ideas, to a reality. Then it will help others as well. So like working on even if it feels like working on a project is very important. So like I want to encourage y'all, like I also want to work on my ideas. So like maybe this batch will take this like milestone project seriously, and like maybe we'll demonstrate it. We were gonna have some kind of demo to show off our like project. So it's going to be very awesome if we manage to do that.
Yeah, really great. Yeah, I also appreciate you taking the initiative to say that. So maybe you can, yeah, you can choose one of the projects you have, right? So this can be a good opportunity for you. This can actually push you in order to start implementing the project you
For
said
sure.
earlier. So maybe, yeah, yeah. Yeah, great. So I don't think we need to actually come up with this project like right away or today or the next 30 minutes. But actually thinking about it and sleeping on it will, you know, if you are trying to get more serious about this stuff, I really think it helps. And you know, now we are finishing this training and we are in the mindset of looking for jobs and actually being this technical, starting to think about our interviews and stuff. But I really also think the it might be far-fetched. It might also be really you know, it might seem like something that we are not able to do, but we are actually we can actually be having like our own startups, right? So not that we cannot do that if we were not 10 academy trainees, but we actually are looking at several really good technical things, and we actually understand the whole thing. So maybe this capstone project and you know the whole long shot thing is actually worth it to think about. So I'm really taking it seriously and I'm thinking about it, but I don't actually have any project in mind. But I think that's also okay. I think, uh, yeah. So anybody want to add anything? We have like 14 minutes on the clock. Anybody want to add anything about this week's task? or anything for that matter, because I don't think we are going to have this time after this week. So maybe, yeah, anybody want to share anything? No one? I think, yeah, okay, let's just spend the next 4 minutes or 3 minutes talking about this week's task, and maybe we can give the other 10 for 10 Academy if they have anything. So anybody? No, nobody? Okay,
I'm here.
so let me just.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. This is an interesting session. I really appreciate the orderliness of the stand-up. I really enjoyed it. So I think that's it for now. So hopefully in the next batch, we are going to improve on this development of giving trainees chances to, lead their own session. Because there are things that I noticed during this stand-up that are not in stand-up led by any teammate, any team, and then academic team member. So I really appreciate that, and let's try to uphold the takeaways given by our fellow trainees. Yeah, thank you very much. I think I can stop the recording now. So if you have any
Thank you.
observation, protest, observation, you can just let us know. I'm going to take note of that and ensure we improve on that in coming batches.
Yeah, one would be the thing I said about the, the task, but since not that many people shared, maybe this might be a really skewed or not complete observation. So keep that in mind. Yeah, the next thing would be I really don't know why the first person said fish, and I really like. I want to thank him. Actually, this has been nice. I really wanted to, start speaking publicly, and I think I'm really shy, and yeah, I think this was good. And the next observation I have would be this would really help uh, every one of us, all the trainees, I mean. So by this, I mean, if like the hot seats, we have like these hot seats, right? So by adding this like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, I don't know, you can think about the time, but making people speak can actually help them in the long run. So yeah, that's the observation I have. So maybe making this mandatory would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's my observation.
Yeah, thank you very much. We'll take everything you've said into consideration. So, do you have any other person that wants to add some observation before we end the call? So, since we don't have any observation, so I'm going to stop the recording now and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.